All right. Good morning, everyone. Hello. How is everyone doing this morning? I am so excited about this webinar. I hope you are as well. And before I get started, I want to make sure that everyone can see me and everyone can hear me. So I'm going to be looking in the chat box to see if you all can see me and hear me. And also going to wait a couple minutes to wait for everyone to get in. As well. Probably going to take you all a little bit to get in. All right. I see one viewer in so far. Please let me know if you can hear me. And right below the chat box, let me know who you are and what city you're from. Hi, LaDon. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so you're the only one that's in at the moment. So I'm going to wait a few more minutes for everyone else to get in. Did you receive my last email this morning? Okay, awesome. How are you doing this morning, LaDon? Nice to see you here. Really appreciate you joining me today on this webinar. I'm very, very, very excited. I have a lot of good, juicy information and very valuable information for you all this morning. And I know what city you're from. What city are you from, LaDon? I'm doing fantastic this morning. It's raining a little bit here in Southern California, but it's good. I think that we need it. We need some rain. So, yes, you are from Los Angeles. Awesome. So we're going to be starting in a minute. I just wanted to allow everyone to get in this morning. I didn't want anyone to miss anything that I have to say, but I will be sending out the replay to anyone else that haven't don't get a chance to see the webinar today. Okay, so I wanted to turn on the camera to face everyone today to say hello. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Charity Archie, aka Charity Amora, and I'm so excited today. This is going to be my first webinar, and we're going to be talking about plan your meals to maximize your energy for your Biz Plus mom life. And we all know as moms, we need more energy and a proper meal plan in order for us to get through the day when dealing with business or dealing with our children, right? So let's get started. I'm going to tell you all a little bit about myself, a little bit more about myself. And first of all, let me go ahead and share the screen. You all could see my slides this morning, right? Okay. So here I go. This is me. My name is Charity Amora. I'm I live out here in sunny California. I've been out here for a very long time. I am a single mother to a beautiful daughter. Her name is Swaisha. You can see over here in the picture, this is myself and this is my daughter. And now she is 15 years old. So I've been a mom for 15 years. It's been so excited because my daughter is so amazing, and I'm able to, balance my work life with my mom life. But it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that. Before I had was going to college, and I was either working part time or full time, and then I was doing my business, my beauty consultant business on the side as well. And I was going to be meetings and events, and all together I was trying to, study to make sure I was, continue to be on the honor roll in school. So it was a lot. It's a lot. And I had been, juggling all that for a very long time. So I learned early on how to use, strategies and tools to balance a life as, a mom and a student and a career woman. It wasn't easy, you know, especially in the beginning. It wasn't easy at all, as a new mom. I had to learn to learn how to study again, going back to college because I had waited because I was pregnant with my daughter. So it was a struggle to, how to study, when I have a little baby that needs me and everything. So, but I learned early on how to time manage and to juggle my, working and going to school and spending time with my daughter, which is very important. Is number one in my life to make that time out for my daughter. And, that's why I'm so passionate about helping online mompreneurs, because I've been a mom so long, and I've been, before helping online mompreneurs, I've been a business person for, a little over a decade in my beauty consultant business and everything. And I have learned a lot about, using tools excuse me, and strategies and time management to, be able to juggle my time with, spending time with my daughter and having a career at the same time. So that's why I'm so passionate, and I qualify, you know, knowing how to prepare meals and put meals together and the right kinds of foods to use in order to, boost my energy, where I could keep that and maintain that throughout the day in order to execute the task and complete my projects and have time, later on in the day. Like yesterday, my daughter, she had a performance. They had a performance for Mother's Day. Matter of fact, I Facebook Live that yesterday. So on my page, you could go back and look at that. And I was able to be there and to watch that. So Um, let's go ahead and get started. And LaDon says the replays are always nice. Yay, first webinar, so happy for you. Thank you, LaDon. So let's get right into it. So today's webinar is about planning your meals to maximize your energy for your biz plus mom life. Okay, so first of all, we're going to learn what type of food should you buy and prepare. Okay, first of all, and a lot of us may or may not think about that. We may randomly think about, oh, let's get this and that, what we usually get, and, let's stop it at that. You should buy and prepare organic foods. Okay, first and foremost, and and you ask, what is organic food? So I'm going to tell you a little bit about organic foods. This is Organic Food 101 for those of you that may not know about organic foods. I wanted to ask before I go on further, can you see my slides, LaDon? I want to make sure I share that properly. Let me know in the chat box if you can see my slides. I want to make sure. It says that I am sharing my slides, but you never know, right? So what is organic foods? Organic food means that it doesn't have synthetic pesticides, it doesn't have hormones, antibiotics, and chemical fertilizers, no dyes, or it isn't genetically modified in any way. Excuse me. It has more nutritional value than non-organic foods, and they treat the food with care and love. Now let's talk about organic foods versus non-organic foods, since you have a little bit of a sense of what organic foods are. Organic food has, for the most part, the USDA label on it, or a sticker that you see on it. It's going to be a green sticker that you're going to see on the label, such as on the fruit or vegetables, starting with the number 9. For the vegetables and fruits, if you buy them individually, you're going to see a sticker on there. And the sticker is either going to start with the number 4 or it's going to start with the number 9. The sticker that starts with the number 9 is the sticker that is certified to be organic. This certifies it to truly be organic. Without that label, you wouldn't want to buy it. It's not nutritionally depleted and doesn't have the harsh chemicals like organic foods, non-organic foods. Okay, awesome. LaDon says she can see the slides. Perfect. Non-organic foods has all the chemicals, dyes, synthetic fertilizers, hormones, and more that you don't want to consume. There's less nutritional value in it, therefore your body is not getting all that it needs from it. When you are consuming chemicals day in and out, you are causing your body harm, right? And you may think like, oh, wow, I never knew that. And yes, and so that's why I am glad that you all are, on this webinar today, whether you're here right now or on the replay. This is very important to know about, what foods you are consuming and what it really is, because without eating the proper foods, then you're not getting nutritional value and you're not getting the energy that you need, you know, that can sustain you throughout the day. And some people may wonder why, when you go out and buy fast foods or you buy these non-organic foods, why you feel tired and perhaps you feel a little bit down, and you wonder why, because it is saturated with all these chemicals. And when it's saturated with a lot of chemicals, your body is not able to digest all nutritional value that it needs in order to perform, the most optimal that your body can perform each and every day. So why should you eat organic foods? With much research and eating organic foods as my lifestyle and experiencing so many changes in my health, I know you should eat organic foods because organic foods have more nutritional value. I cannot stress that enough. It is good for your health, and when you are eating the right food, your body becomes more balanced. And a lot of us women have are unbalanced. You know, we have hormonal imbalances within our bodies. But when you're eating the right foods and you're digesting all the foods, the body is allowed to become balanced. Your body is become being detoxed daily. You can lose weight. You can have better, clearer skin. You are able to think more clear, be more happy, have more energy, and you can also live a longer life. And you think, wow, just from eating organic foods, I could have all this, I could experience all of this. Yes, you can, because I am a witness to that. I've been eating organic foods probably, I don't know, 11, 12 years, ever since I think my daughter was like 4 or 5 years old. I, really, it really changed my life because one, day I was, encouraged to read this book by Kevin Trudeau, Natural Cures That They Don't Want You to Know About. And that book inspired me so much to the point the next day I was throwing out all my food. I was throwing out all my food in the freezer, all my food in the refrigerator because I was like, oh my gosh, this food is filled with chemicals and like literally poison, And so I didn't want that for me and my daughter. And so the next day, I researched and I start shopping at Whole Foods and the other markets and stuff. So we're going to talk about that coming up. Where to shop? Your local farmers market. If you don't know where to shop at for organic foods, you can shop at your local farmers market. And if you don't know about your local farmers market, you can always Google it and find what farmers market is closest to you. Here in California, we have a lot of farmers market, like around my cities, that's close to me. I could find like between 3 or 5 of them because this is, Southern California, and we just have a lot of farmers markets out here. And depending on your city, you may have it locally or you may not. But please do research that and find out what are your local farmers market. If you have a local Whole Foods market as well, meaning that a market that carries, organic food. Or here in California, we have a market called Whole Foods Market, and that is one of the places that I shop at as well to get my organic foods. Or you can shop at your local Trader Joe's. Again, here in Los Angeles, California, we have a Trader Joe's, and I have one like 5 to 10 minutes away from here. So I shop there every week to get my organic foods, and I do my that's when I do my meal planning. Is at the beginning of the week. It works out perfectly for me to do it every week, and you all may do it every 2 weeks or every month. But when you are shopping organic foods, then the foods it's not going to last for 2 to 3 or 4 4 weeks. You're going to find out, because it doesn't have the preservatives in it. So those are the markets that carry organic foods. Okay, are you guys? Are you all following me? I hope you all are following me. If you do have questions, please let me know in the chat box. Do you have any questions for me, LaDon? You pretty much know about organic foods. Swaisha is amazing. You are a beautiful mom. You've held it all together being a mompreneur, so always. Thank you, LaDon. Okay, so we may carry on. How to read labels 101. And you might think, why do I need to know how to read labels? I already know how to read, labels. But do you actually, when you buy your food, do you actually look on the back of the label and read it and see what exactly is in your food? I mean, a lot of people don't. They just look at the brand or what kind of food that they want and they just grab for it. And it's very important when, especially when are experiencing organic foods and you never heard of it, and you need to really read the labels. So, what should your labels say? The labels should have simple, easy to read ingredients, such as, let's say, plain potato chips. Their ingredients should read organic potatoes, salt, and olive oil. Okay, you should be able to pronounce the word. You should be able to read it. It should be simple and it should be short. If you have a whole page of a label that have a lot of ingredients, and especially if it doesn't say organic and it says all these other chemicals and that's 14 letter words and you can't even pronounce, then that's the wrong food that you are eating. And you should not only take my word for it, but you should also do your own research. I always tell people to do your own research. Don't always, listen to the person, especially if you don't understand it and you're new to the word organic or in the organic foods and you didn't know that there was a difference between the foods. Then you should also do your research with everything that I'm saying here today. You should be responsible for the food that you buy, for the food that you consume. Okay, you should be responsible also for yourself. How to read labels. Make sure the green USDA labels are on the package. Okay, those are the organic labels. It's going to say USDA. And the number 9 is on the fruits and vegetables that I talked about earlier. It's going to say, it's going to start with the number 9. I think it's going to be either 5 or 6 digits on your fruits or your vegetables, especially if they're individual. They're gonna have that. If not, make sure that the package says organic. If you are not, if you are at your local farmers market, then ask if it's organic. Don't just assume, because when I go to the farmers market, I don't just assume. I ask, and I ask them, is this, organic? Was it raised organic? And some people say, no, it's natural, it doesn't have a pesticide. Okay. And I say, oh, well, okay. Well, let me go somewhere else and ask another person, and then they'll say yes, and they even have papers that have their certifications for the foods that they carry that is organic. And one man, he was so nice, he showed me a video of the cabbages that he was picking that early morning. He showed me the video, he showed me all his certificates and everything to assure me that the food was organic. It was so awesome. So now we're going to talk about superfoods. I don't know if anyone ever heard what superfoods are, but we are going to talk about superfoods. What does superfoods mean? Superfoods are nutrient-rich food considered to be especially beneficial for health and wellness. Okay. Now, what are the superfoods? We know that they're nutrient filled. So, what are these superfoods? So, I'm going to explain 10 different superfoods, what they are, and what the benefits they have in it. So, goji berries. I love goji berries. Goji berries are yummy. Oh, goji berries have omega-3, they're fatty acids, B12, protein, calcium, potassium, and iron. You can use it on oatmeal, cereals, and in smoothies. Next is chia seeds. And I love chia seeds. I had just bought some chia seeds not too long ago. And they're just these little seeds, and they also have omega-3 fatty acids, B12, protein, calcium, potassium, and iron. You can use it in oatmeal, cereals, and smoothies as well. Next, cocoa powder. Cocoa powder is a mild stimulant. It enhances fat burning, increased pleasure, relaxation, serotonin. Tonin is the feel-good brain chemical. It lowers cholesterol and helps to control blood sugar. Wow, who would have known that it does all that? And if you have diabetes or know someone that is diabetic, then this is good for diabetics. Some pretty good stuff, right? How is that sounding to you all so far? What do you think about that, LaDon? You love chia seeds too. Awesome. So you said I always read labels. Labels are the most important content. Then in front of the package, I look for simple ingredients that's listed on the package. The least ingredients, the better. I always look for USDA organic labels. Exactly. Madon is very well versed in what organic foods are and what to look for. So we have to be responsible um, for ourselves and our diet and what we put in our bodies. So the next is stevia. Stevia, alternative to artificial sweeteners, is good for diabetics as well. You can use it in your tea, your yogurt, oatmeal, and smoothies. So stevia is like a plant-based kind of a sweetener. So it's really, really, really good for you. And it tastes good as well. Kale, organic kale is one of my favorites. It's really green, very, very green, leafy green, and we should all get used to eating leafy green vegetables because it's jam packed with vitamins. And I love kale. So it has powerful antioxidants. It helps fight infection. It's a detoxifier for your liver. It's high in iron, vitamin K, vitamin C, and calcium. You can use it in salads. You can eat it as kale chips. I know at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, they have kale chips. You can eat it as a snack. You can saute it with other veggies and steam or boil, excuse me, over the oven. Next is oat bran. Oat bran, it lowers cholesterol and source of fibers, the source of fiber. You could boil it and add almond milk, berries, and stevia to your oat bran. And it's very, very yummy. Next, apple cider vinegar. Ladon says, must be responsible for your own health and wellness, not the doctor. Right. We can not just assume that the doctor knows everything because when you go to a regular doctor, they are taught regular medicine, regular drugs, and as such, unless it's an alternative doctor or a doctor that specializes in Chinese medicine or let's say holistic medicine, or if they're not a neuropath, then you can't expect them to really know because when you go to a regular doctor, they really don't get to the bottom. You might have a problem, but they don't get to the bottom of it. They just try to help the symptom, but they really don't get to the bottom to cure it and get it out from your body. So, I mean, I'll only go to the doctors perhaps for my yearly, but if I want to really get down to something specific, then I'll go to a natural neuropath or holistic doctor or a Chinese medicine doctor. When my daughter at one point we went to a Chinese medicine doctor and we got all our blood work to see exactly what we were working with. We had if we were we had enough protein and iron and calcium and how's our cholesterol, everything. We got everything. And the doctor sat with us for over an hour discussing and getting to know who we were as an individual person. And a regular doctor don't do that. You barely have between 5 to 10 minutes with a doctor, and the doctor might not even look at you. So it's a very different kind of an experience when you go to an alternative doctor. And I encourage everyone to do some research and seek out for an alternative doctor because they're going to treat you as an individual and not like everybody else. And they're just not going to give you a drug, you know. So awesome. Thank you, Ladon, for sharing that. The next is the bee pollen. Bee pollen, as a vegan, I didn't know if I had explained that earlier, but I am a vegan. Before that, I was a vegetarian, and most of my life, of course, I was a carnivore. I ate meat and all that kind of good stuff. But now in my life, I am a vegan, and I'm a vegan for a lot of different kind of reasons. And as a vegan, in some ways, most vegan they may not, want to eat a bee pollen because it's from a living insect or whatever. But bee pollen, I was doing some research. It's really good. Bee pollen, as you can see, restore balance your endocrine system. That's our hormones. It's great for PMS and menstrual irregularity. High in protein, appetite suppressant, okay, and lecithin helps to flush fat from the body. Extremely good for detoxification and cleansing. All you have to do is add a teaspoon to your smoothie or juice. And I had tried it in one of my smoothies, and it was so good. I don't know if you ever tried bee pollen ladon, if you open for that or not. But I try not to be too much of a fanatic. Once in a while, I'll have honey as well in my tea. That's from a bee as well. But that's good. Yeah, Ladon, if you're looking for a natural doctor as well, yeah, it's good. And you said you make kale chips in your dehydrator. So yummy. Yes, it really is. So the next one is cinnamon. A daily dose of cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar levels. It controls your cravings and sudden hunger. It lowers the LDL, that's the bad cholesterol. Can you believe it? All this stuff that you probably have eaten before, you have all these benefits. It's so amazing. Did you even know that this was a superfood? So next is coconut water. Coconut water is packed with electrolytes. It hydrates, balances the H levels, clears skin, detoxifies, enhances weight loss, keep metabolism rate of body at optimal levels. Great after workout use in daily smoothies. So a lot of our superfoods is going to allow you to lose weight as well. So if you don't know anything about organic foods and you used to eat conventional foods and you transition to organic foods or you try it, oh my God, you are going to experience a difference right away because when you eat organic foods, your body is going to be fuller faster. And the reason for that is because your body is absorbing all the nutritional value that it needs, the vitamins and the minerals that it needs. So it gets full automatically. So when you get full automatically, you tend to lose weight. You're not going to be craving for something else. You're going to be satisfied, totally satisfied. And that's what I was so surprised about when I first started eating organic foods. A lot of different things happened, like a miracle. Since as a young child, I was very active into sports, and I had started to have problems with my knees because I had inflammation in my knees. I don't know if you knew about this, LaDon. I had inflammation in my knees, and I couldn't even bend my knees, because it hurted so much because I had inflammation, and I really didn't know and I really didn't understand. But all I knew is that I couldn't bend my knees. And as soon as I started eating organic foods, oh my God, that went away. It went away. It was so amazing. My inflammation went away. I lost a lot of weight. I wasn't too heavy in the first place, but I had lost a lot of weight, probably like 15 pounds. And that was a lot for my body because I wasn't really too much overweight. And I slept better. I slept better and I felt better and I felt more clear. And it's just a whole different kind of feeling, a different kind of lifestyle once you jump into eating organic foods because it's not bombarded by all the chemicals and everything like that. Next is we're going to design your daily meal plan with a purpose. Have you ever had an objective when it came to planning your meals. So, what are your main objectives to your food plan? Okay, you have to have an objective. Is it to gain more energy? Is it to lose weight? Is it to have a healthier diet for yourself and your family? Is it to maintain a budget? Is it to cure a disease? Yes, I believe that if you are eating the right foods, especially organic foods, you can cure a disease. And it says in the book I was telling you all earlier by Kevin Trudeau, natural cures that they don't want you to know about. And he speaks about that everything could be cured, like cancer and everything like that as well. But please do, I encourage you to get that book and read it and do your research for you can know for sure for yourself. And I'm telling you this because I had the experience. I went through that experience, and so that's why I'm able to tell you that. Next, the design your daily meal plan, your meal plan for the day. So we're going to design our meal plan for the day. Since you know about organic foods, that it doesn't have the chemicals and pesticides in it and everything it has, it's jam packed with nutritional value. And now we have the superfoods. The superfoods is excellent to give you energy, allow you to lose weight, and you know where to shop. You know where to shop, to go to your local farmer's market, your Whole Foods, or your Trader Joe's, or any other market. Like we have a Ralph's out here in California. They even have a whole section for organic food. So if you're not able to find anything else, you go to your local store and ask them if, for the organic section, or if they have an organic section. Nowadays, there are people, a lot of, companies are starting to get more of the organic sections in their store. So we're going to plan the meal for today to get you started on, planning the exact foods that you need for your meals for the week. So first, you're going to, have your shopping list. Okay, you're going to have your shopping list budget. Do we always think about our budget? I hope so. No matter how much money you're making, we all need a budget, especially if you have a family, you have kids. What is your budget for the week? Okay, so you're gonna know your budget for the week. You're gonna put that on at the top of your list when you start, before you start making your list out. Make sure you have your calculator or cell phone calculator to keep track while you are shopping as well, in order to stay around your budget. Now, do you have coupons? Do you all, have coupons? Do you shop with coupons? Do you even think about shopping with coupons? This is very important because you can save money if you use coupons, right? This is, common sense. Don't forget your coupons. You could download them online at one of your favorite stores, or they might have even other online, you know, places where you can download coupons as well. Um, so grab a coupon book when you arrive at the store if you don't have the coupons, to see if they have the deal according to your. For the most part, when I shop at Whole Foods, if I'm getting my individual products, because I don't shop everything at Whole Foods because I have a budget as well, and shopping at Trader Joe's is around my budget. They have really, really good prices. But when I am getting individual items from Whole Foods, when I walk in the door, they have coupons. They have a coupon book. So I grab that and I look in that and see if, whatever's on my list, if they have a coupon for that. So you have your shopping list, and the shopping list for the meal that we're going to be designing today is right here, and everything's going to be organic. I didn't put it before the words, but we already know everything's going to be organic. So we have our organic wheat tortillas. You have your eggs, or as a vegan like myself, you have your eggless if you like eggless. Me, I usually don't buy eggless, so it's optional. Organic tomatoes, you have your organic cheese or your organic vegan cheese, which I would be using. So I'm speaking to also for the vegans and vegetarians as well, because I'm vegan. And you can use tofu. Tofu is optional, of course, if you're not a vegan or vegetarian. But if you try tofu or even vegan cheese, it's not going to hurt you. It tastes very, very good. And Ladon can tell you the same thing. And so you're gonna get your spinach, your broccoli, your kale, your bell peppers, coconut oil or olive oil. And I love coconut oil because coconut oil makes everything more sweeter, and I love it. Next is hash browns, red onions, dressing or vegan dressing, or your low fat dressing. You're always gonna look for your low fat dressing, like balsamic. It's a low fat yogurt, or soy yogurt, organic soy yogurt, granola, strawberries and blueberries, chia seeds, apple cider vinegar, organic chicken, seasoning, lemons, rice, or quinoa mixed vegetables. Okay. Everybody have that down. So the first thing we're gonna do is breakfast. We're gonna make a breakfast burrito. Breakfast burrito is always good and is always fulfilling. So plan a fulfilling breakfast. I don't know if you know the saying that in the morning, eat like a king, in the afternoon, eat like a queen, and then for your dinner, eat like a baby or whatever. And I think that's true. You would never want to, go to bed with a heavy stomach anyway. We always want to eat at least 4 hours before we go to bed as well, because when we're asleep, we really don't, um, lose um, as much calories, even though we do, but we don't lose as much. But plan a fulfilling breakfast. We're going to prepare a breakfast burrito. So prepare veggies at night. I don't know if you mothers out there, if anybody out there, do a little bit of planning beforehand, because that's going to allow you to save more time, especially if you are a mom on the go where you have still or are at work, and you have to get out in the morning. It's going to save a lot of time. So you're going to cut up your bell peppers, red onions, and kale the night before. And then in the morning, you're going to take out of the container and you're going to put it in the pan to cook. You're going to cook with olive oil or coconut oil. Or, like myself, most of the time, leave it raw. Raw is good and it's delicious. The red onions, bell peppers, and kale, they're all good raw. Or then you could cook your egglets or your eggs, then warm up your hash browns. You could add tofu and vegan cheese or regular cheese. Then you're gonna wrap it up in your organic tortilla, and you might want to grill it a little bit before you eat it as well. And you're gonna cut it up. Then you might want to have strawberries cut up on the side to eat. Strawberries is always yummy. Okay, so that's your breakfast. And for a snack, if you all out there have a snack, if you even have time to have a snack, it's good to have a small snack throughout the day. You're feeling a little bit hungry, but you always have to be aware in the present moment exactly what you're going to be eating at that moment. Because sometimes we'll get really busy and we could just reach for some chips, or or a donut or something like that. So we're gonna have a parfait. You can have a yogurt or non-yogurt with granola, and blueberries, strawberries, and chia seeds on the top. And like you saw in the jar, you can do that at night. You could prepare that at night as well, and have it in a jar. So all you need to do in the morning time is just pop it out and give it to yourself and give it to your family, or take it with you to work. Okay, so that's the snack of the day. Really nice and simple, right? How's that sounding so far? Isn't that sounds delicious? So next is lunch. You're gonna we're gonna be having spinach and broccoli, a spinach and broccoli salad. Yum, yum, yum. And now for lunch, you're gonna have spinach and kale salad. You're gonna have fresh organic spinach and kale, red, orange, and orange bell peppers, red onions, squash, tomatoes, and goji berries. And another thing that we're gonna want to make sure that when we prepare our meals, is especially salad, to have it very, very colorful. You want to have everything very colorful, because you want to make sure you have all the vitamins and the minerals. So having a variety of colors really helps that. So you're going to use organic apple cider vinegar. You could just use that. And that's very good. Vegan dressing or a lean dressing of your choice for your salad. And from eating an organic salad, you automatically, people wonder, oh, but am I really going to get full? People worry about that because these are vegetables, right? But yes, when you have all organic ingredients, you're going to be so full. And depending on the amount of the salad, you might not even finish it. The next thing is a snack. If you have a snack before your dinner, then we're going to have another snack, and we're going to have cut veggies with a dressing, perhaps. So you're going to cut up your cucumbers, your carrots, and you're going to have your vegan or your regular dressing and eat it like that. So delicious. Or you can have your wheat flaxseed crackers with peanut butter. That's also good for and healthy for a snack. You can get your more of a protein, or you can leave it by itself, the crackers by itself, because without the peanut butter, it's less calories. So if you're watching your calories, then that's a good choice just to eat the crackers, and that's just good. Or you can have a raw fruit, an apple or an orange for your snack. It's very very convenient. Okay, now your dinner. So I prepared a meal for a sauteed baked chicken, or for us vegans, a chickenless or tofu with rice and veggies. Brown rice is preferred, it's better than white rice. Now, for your dinner, you're gonna have your lean baked chicken, and why I say lean because it's going to be without the skin. You're gonna saute it the night before, and I love the 21 season that I buy at Trader Joe's. You can have lemon, olive oil, and garlic cloves, and you're just gonna saute it, and you're gonna keep it in the back for the next day, and or then for us vegans or vegetarians, we're going to use tofu, or like I said, chickenless. You're going to steam the broccoli and carrots, and have brown rice or quinoa. Quinoa is very good. It's jam packed with fiber and iron and protein as well. That's a tip for us vegetarians and vegans. Okay. So that concludes the webinar for today, but not quite yet. So if you have any questions, then please do write your questions in the chat box. I'll be very happy to answer any of your questions. I don't know if you have any questions, LaDon. You pretty much know a lot about this. You said yes, chickenless or tofu sounds yummy. And you also said overnight oatmeal is good with mixed nuts and or seeds, sliced fruit, so yummy. Yes. So I was wondering, I mean, LaDon, you know about organic foods and stuff, and you've been shopping for organic foods and planning your meals around that. And I know you have experience, just this burst of energy throughout the day because you eat organic foods. But what have you learned today? Have you learned anything today that you could share with us all, for the people that perhaps was going to be on the replay later? I covered a lot of things, so I hope at least, and then it's even you, if you learn anything from today, because I know that the people that are going to be joining the replay, then it's a jam packed with a lot of information, and perhaps new information. So in the chat box, let me know if you have learned about anything today, LaDon, and if this was of value to you, and perhaps what else would you all like to learn regarding balancing a mom life with your career life, and about planning your meals and the food and all that kind of good stuff. Please let me know in the chat box. And so if you are not following me on Facebook, please join me. I have a awesome growing community on Facebook called Purposeful Entrepreneur. I would love for you to join me there, especially because if you have any kind of questions, I am in my group every day, answering questions and responding. So I'm not like an absent kind of group leader. So please do join my community. It's an awesome community with people. LaDon is in my community already. And if you want to, are not connected with me in social media, my handle is Charity Amora. And also, you could go to my website, www.charityamora, and you could also get some awesome freebies there, and learn a little bit more about me as well for those who don't know me. And I also have I also do personalized social media graphics. And so if you're looking for anybody that, you know, you want to do your graphics for you, or you don't know how, or it's frustrating and you don't have time, I do social media graphics. I also do for your email and for your website as well. So you can check that out on charityamora.com. So I want to thank you all for attending me today. Thank you so much, LaDon, for attending today, for all your support always, and for the ones who are on the replay. Look out for my future free webinars. I'm here as a service to help, you know, all moms out there who, especially who are mompreneurs and have an online business and everything. So I look forward to helping you all with that. So that is all for today. So I look forward to connecting with you all on my Facebook community, Purposeful Entrepreneur, and also on other social media platforms. So I hope you all enjoyed this webinar today. Please let me know how much you enjoyed it and what else you would like to learn and know. Okay, so this is Charity Amora signing out. Have a great day. Bye.